The Milwaukee Bucks have started the 2022-23 NBA season as one of, if not the most dominant team in the league. Even with key players like Khris Middleton, Pat Connaughton, and even Joe Ingles out due to injury, Giannis Antetokounmpo and this Bucks team have persevered. However, the manner in which they are doing so appears to be unexpected, at least when compared to the 2022 NBA offseason. In this video, we'll take a look at why Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks are not what you expected. Giannis' improvement in his game year after year will never become monotonous, and while Giannis' jump shot isn't particularly efficient, it's opening up new avenues for him to operate on offense, defense, and even with his teammates. With role players like Brook Lopez, Portis, Jevon Carter, Grayson Allen, Nwora, Wes Matthews, rookie Marjon Beauchamp, and others stepping up tremendously, the star power of Giannis and Jrue Holiday has been enough for the Bucks to thrive for the time being, which is scary considering who is expected to return. Aside from the offense, the Milwaukee Bucks defense has been the star of their recent success. If Giannis continues to be a human highlight reel and receives the support he has from his teammates, he may have the best cast of players around him that head coach Mike Budenholzer has seen. Will it result in another NBA championship in 2023? Only time will tell. The Thunder have had a strong start to the season. They were expected to be one of the worst teams in the Western Conference, but they have started the season 4-4. The Milwaukee Bucks' most recent trip to Philadelphia was a letdown. They eventually lost to a Sixers team that was short-handed, and Giannis Antetokounmpo struggled. He struggled especially from the free throw line, and he wanted to make amends by staying on the court after the game and shooting a few shots. However, this resulted in a brawl between the Greek Freak and Sixers big man Montrezl Harrell, who refused to let him shoot. The star also got into an argument with the arena staff after they placed a ladder in front of the basket, which was out of character for him. Giannis later apologized for the incident, saying it was not appropriate behavior on his part. However, the Bucks superstar received widespread support, including former NBA player Chandler Parsons, who chastised Harrell for his actions. Chandler Parsons, who reacted to the incident and came to the Bucks star's defense, was a valuable player in the NBA for years. Giannis' tenacity is endearing to me. He has never before appeared in this manner. I've never seen any negative coverage of him in the media. Montrezl Harrell is acting pathetically in this situation. I've got it. Giannis plays this role. This is why he was sent here. He is the tough guy on the team. However, each team behaves in this manner, Parsons elaborated. Giannis' tenacity and tentativeness impressed Parsons. Giannis tried to be humble and nice, even offering Harrell the opportunity to shoot with him. But when things went south, Antetokounmpo stood firm, resulting in a verbal altercation with the Sixers big man and a ladder incident with arena personnel. He received what he required. Giannis Antetokounmpo returned to his spectacular form right away when the regular season began. The Milwaukee Bucks defeated the tenacious Portland Trail Blazers, and the Greek star scored 37 plus 7 plus 6. He shook off the weight of a difficult week in which he went without eating or drinking. To recap, the Bucks' No. 34 received criticism following his game against the Philadelphia 76ers, missed free throws, and collision with Montrezl Harrell. Furthermore, his Bucks had begun to lose games, though the win over Portland and Boston's loss in Chicago reduced the East and NBA gap to just one win. However, Giannis was not having the best of times at the time. Some people pointed out that Kobe Bryant had similar issues in Miami and was revered after scoring 24 points on an 8-of-21 shooting streak in 2011. Nobody said anything when he went out to practice. However, with Giannis, the word selfishness is on many people's lips. And there is another double conflict in relation to the controversy that Giannis must try to bury. First and foremost, free throws. He frequently goes to the line because his style draws fouls, and he is attempting to get back on track after the 4/15ths in Philadelphia. Against the Blazers, he shot 5/12ths. The record-breaking contract certainly helped Giannis Antetokounmpo stay with the Milwaukee Bucks, but the two-time MVP also didn't want to see jilted fans burn replicas of his jersey if he turned down the deal from his hometown team. I saw my first kid wearing my jersey in Milwaukee. I was 18 years old, Antetokounmpo said in his first press conference after signing a supermax contract extension with the Bucks worth $228.2 million over 5 years, the largest deal in NBA history. That feeling stays with you, he added. Obviously, I've seen people leave and burn the jerseys. I'd seen it before, and I didn't want it to happen to me. I didn't want kids to burn my jersey. The Greek freak said he ultimately wanted to stay with the team that drafted him 15th overall in the first round of the 2013 NBA draft. I know a lot of great players start with one team and then move on to another. That works in some cases. It doesn't always work, Antetokounmpo explained. All I want is to be happy. I want my family to be content. I want to give back to the community that has helped me, as well as the city that has drafted me and believes in me. Hopefully, I'll be able to repay all those kids by having them watch me play for another 5 years. During the half-hour press conference, the 26-year-old superstar spoke frequently about his devotion to the organization and the city where he has lived and played since he was a teenager. The ultimate goal, of course, is to bring the Bucks their first NBA championship since the 1970-71 season. But Antetokounmpo and his teammates are well aware that they will face formidable opposition and challenges, including unseating the talented Los Angeles Lakers, the defending champions. Following the highly anticipated announcement, Antetokounmpo had a low-key celebration with his family, which suited his personality. Antetokounmpo said it became frustrating to field constant questions about whether he would sign the Supermax extension and stay with the Bucks. Antetokounmpo stated that his strong relationship with Bucks general manager Jon Horst influenced his decision to stay with the team. He remembered how he and his brothers used to play basketball with Horst. Without a doubt, signing a contract that will secure his extended family's financial future for generations is a significant reward for Antetokounmpo's loyalty. He then joked that he hoped his grandchildren would one day erect a statue of him. Antetokounmpo repeatedly emphasized the importance of his family and the role they have played in his growth as a person and player. He wore a necklace with a photo of his late father, Charles, who died of a heart attack in September 2017, while signing his contract. The Milwaukee Bucks have been critical of the Greek's lack of protection. The NBA should be paying attention to the hits Giannis takes. I consider those connections, and I believe the league should protect him, Coach Mike Budenholzer elaborated. So, is Giannis being treated unfairly? Yes, in many cases, as with Michael Jordan in the 1980s and 1990s, it is the only way to stop him. But you can't justify all of his slumps on that basis. Giannis struggled from the charity stripe against the 76ers, going 4-15. The Bucks lost by 8 points, and Giannis was the difference. So like any star, Giannis went out after the game to work on his free throws. However, he failed to consider the fact that he was in an opponent's building. Despite this, Giannis took a few balls and began working on his free throws. After some time, Harrell arrived on the court, took the ball, and asked Giannis to leave. He stated that this was not Milwaukee and asked him to leave. Giannis asked for the ball several times, but Harrell refused to listen. So he went to get some more balls. An arena worker had placed a ladder in front of the basket this time. Giannis requested that the worker move the ladder, but he refused. Giannis pushed the ladder out of the way, and it fell to the ground. It appeared to be a bad situation at first, but after hearing the entire story and context, people gave Giannis the benefit of the doubt. Despite receiving little hate or criticism, Antetokounmpo apologized and stated that it was never his intention to harm anyone. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.